Assalamu alaikum. This is Shahrukh Mujumdar welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Government doesn't discuss giving corridor to Myanmar through Bangladesh with anyone, says National Security Advisor Khalilur Rahman. Election Commission gives approval in principle to draft code of conduct for political parties and candidates. Bangladesh Railway begins selling tickets for Eid al-Adha 100% online to reduce public sufferings. High Court postpones injunction preventing BNP leader Ishraq Hossain's oath-taking as mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation till Thursday. Israeli military continues to pound Gaza, killing at least 87 Palestinians. And Bangladesh take on host United Arab Emirates in third and final T20 of three-match series at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. National Security Advisor and High Representative to Chief Advisor Dr. Khalilur Rahman has categorically said the government did not discuss anything on giving corridor to Myanmar through Bangladesh with anyone and stressed that they will not even discuss it. He said what they were talking to the United Nations is channeling aid, food and medicine to Rakhine State due to the humanitarian crisis there. Any discussion or consideration will be taken in consultation with all the stakeholders, said the National Security Advisor at a media briefing at a Foreign Service Academy today. Responding to a question, Dr. Khalilur Rahman said they are not under pressure from any country, not even from the United States. He said Bangladesh is taking a burden of over 1.2 million Rohingyas and the country cannot accept any additional Rohingya. Khalilur Rahman said Bangladesh's focus remains on the repatriation of the Rohingyas to Myanmar.
করিডোর নিয়ে কারো সঙ্গে কোনো ধরনের কথা বলি নাই এবং আমরা বলবো না। আরাকানের যে অবস্থা তাতে করিডোরের কোনো প্রয়োজন নাই। আমরা এই কোনো করিডোর সৃষ্টি করে সেখানে কোনো ধরনের লোকজনের আপনার যাতায়াতের ব্যবস্থা সেটা করার কোনো এখন প্রয়োজন নাই। মায়ানমার সরকারের সঙ্গে আলোচনা করে এই প্রত্যাবাসন প্রক্রিয়া শুরু করা সম্ভব। আরাকান আর্মি সুস্পষ্টভাবে বলেছে যে রোহিঙ্গাদের ফেরত নেওয়াটা তাদের একটা প্রিন্সিপাল পজিশন। তা হলো পরিস্থিতি অনুকূল হলে তারা এই প্রত্যাবাসনের উদ্যোগ নেবেন।
Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam and Deputy Press Secretary Apurbo Jahangir were present at the media briefing. The Election Commission has given approval in principle to the draft code of conduct for political parties and candidates. This approval was granted during a regular meeting of the Election Commission, which discussed three key documents: the Code of Conduct for Political Parties and Candidates 2025, the Policy for Establishing and Managing Polling Centres in Parliamentary Elections 2025, and the Policy for Establishing and Managing Polling Centres in Local Government Elections 2025. The meeting was held in the Chief Election Commissioner's conference room at the Election Commission building. All four election commissioners, the EC Secretary, and other relevant officials were present. Following the meeting, Election Commissioner Abul Fazl Mohammad Sanaullah briefed the reporters. He stated that since the demand for reconstitution of the Election Commission is a political matter, they have no comment on it. However, he affirmed that the Election Commission is operating in a completely neutral manner. He also noted that whether national or local government elections are held first depends entirely on the government. Bangladesh Railway has begun selling tickets for Eid al-Adha. To reduce public suffering, 100% of the tickets are being sold online again this year. People can purchase their Eid journey tickets from the comfort of their homes. Today, tickets for May 31st are being issued. Tickets for each day of Eid travel to June 6th will be available for purchase until May 27th. During the 7-day Eid travel period, 33,315 intercity train tickets will be released daily. Ticket sales for the western region of the railway began at 8 a.m., while sales for the eastern region started at 2 p.m. According to railway authorities, the server system has been further updated this year to ensure smooth online ticketing. To prevent black marketing of tickets, the railway has enforced a zero-tolerance policy. A maximum of 4 tickets can be purchased per ID. The railway authorities reported that by 10:30 a.m., nearly 3 million hits had been registered against approximately 17,000 tickets for the western region. Meanwhile, 4 vending machines were installed at Kamalapur railway station to help people buy tickets online. However, all the machines were found to be non-functional since the morning. A representative from Shahoj, the private ticketing partner for the railway, said the vending machines were temporarily out of the service due to technical issues. Shipping advisor retired Brigadier General Dr. Mohammad Hossain has said that all types of sand-carrying bulkheads will be completely halted for 3 days before Eid and 7 days after Eid to ensure the safety of Eid holidaymakers via waterways during the upcoming Eid al-Adha. He made the announcement today during a press briefing following a discussion meeting held at the Secretariat. Senior Shipping Secretary Muhammad Yusuf and higher officials of the ministry were present at that time, mentioning that several measures have been taken to ensure the safety of people traveling home via waterways during Eid. The shipping advisor said for 5 days before Eid and 5 days after, all passenger vessels departing from Shodorghat will be prohibited from carrying commercial goods. He also said that trucks and covered vans will be barred from using ferries for 3 days before Eid and 3 days after, except for those carrying essential and perishable goods. Rescue vessels will remain on standby to prevent untoward incidents on waterways, he added. The High Court has postponed the order on a writ petition until Thursday, challenging the validity of the Gazette notification issued by the Election Commission declaring BNP leader Ishraq Hossain as the mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation and seeking an injunction to prevent his oath-taking. The bench of Justice Muhammad Akram Hussain Chaudhry and Justice Debashish Rai Chaudhry issued the order today. Earlier on May 20th, the same bench heard the petition and scheduled the ruling for today. Advocate Muhammad Hossain argued on behalf of the petitioner, while Deputy Attorney General Mahfuzur Rahman Milan represented the state and Barrister Mahabubuddin Khokon appeared for Ishraq Hossain. On May 14th, a writ petition was filed in the High Court seeking an order to prevent Ishraq Hossain, a member of BNP's Foreign Affairs Committee, from taking the oath as mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation. The petition also requested disciplinary action against the judge of the Dhaka First Joint District Judge and Electoral Tribunal, who declared Ishraq Hossain as mayor. Supporters of BNP leader Ishraq Hossain have staged a sit-in from the Matsya Bhavan intersection to the Shilpakala Academy in the capital, demanding that he be sworn in as the mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation. This marks the 7th consecutive day of protests by his supporters. They have now moved their protest from Nagar Bhavan to the Matsya Bhavan intersection, blocking traffic in the area. In the morning, Ishraq's supporters gathered at the Matsya Bhavan intersection and nearby areas, chanting various slogans. On May 14th, a writ petition was filed in the High Court by lawyer Kaji Akbar Ali on behalf of a man named Muhammad Mamunur Rashid. The petition sought to suspend the tribunal's verdict that declared Ishraq as mayor and requested an injunction against administering his oath of office. The National Citizens Party (NCP) has been holding a protest rally since this morning, demanding immediate reformation of the Election Commission and the initiation of local government elections, taking into account the recommendations of the Commission for Electoral System Reform. The protest took place today in front of the Election Commission office in Agargaon. During the rally, NCP leaders voiced their various demands and concerns. Now, international news. Israel's military continues to pound Gaza, killing at least 87 Palestinians on Tuesday. As officials said, at least 326 people have died of malnutrition and a lack of medicine since March 2nd. The United Nations said no aid has been distributed in Gaza, a day after Israel allowed limited humanitarian deliveries to resume, and warns that an estimated 14,000 babies are at risk of dying from starvation in the next 48 hours. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom suspends free trade talks with Israel over the monstrous offensive in Gaza and announces targeted sanctions against Israeli settlers in the occupied West Bank. The actions came a day after the UK, France and Canada condemned Israel's handling of the war in Gaza and assaults and raids in the West Bank. The European Union said it will review a pact governing its political and economic ties with Israel due to the catastrophic situation in Gaza. The European Union has lifted economic sanctions on Syria in a bid to help the war-torn country's recovery. The 27-nation bloc's foreign policy chief, Kaza Kallas, has said, offering the nation another critical lifeline after the ouster of Bashar al-Assad. The European Union's policy shift comes after an announcement by the United States last week that it is lifting sanctions on Damascus. US President Donald Trump announced on Tuesday in Saudi Arabia that he would lift sanctions on Syria. Syria's Foreign Minister Assad al-Shaibani thanked the EU on Tuesday, saying the decision would bolster Syria's security and stability. Sanctions were levied during al-Assad's presidency in 2012 and 2013 and concern the transport, energy and banking sectors. The country's new leadership has urged the West to ease the restrictions to help Syria recover from years of despotic rule and civil war. The US has selected a design for the futuristic Golden Dome missile defense systems as US President Donald Trump, adding that it will be operational by the end of his time in office. Just days after returning to the White House in January, Trump unveiled his intentions for the system aimed at countering next-generation aerial threats to the US, including ballistic and cruise missiles. An initial sum of $25 billion has been embarked in a new budget bill, although the government has estimated it will end up costing much more than that over decades. Now, news on sports. Cricket. Bangladesh takes on hosts United Arab Emirates in the third and final T20 of three-match series at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The hosts won the toss and chose to bowl first. Earlier, Bangladesh defeated the UAE by 27 runs in the first match,